Jamelle Jones is now slated to fight in the next Arena Rumble Rising Stars MMA fight. And just like any other Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, he's at Rockwood Sports Performance.
It's a rhythm thing. So what you're looking at is fast twitch on the hands on the floor. Now he's going more higher explosion off the ground with the hips and legs. Then after he hits some of these, he's going to be going to the Vertimax doing resisted plyometric work. So we're going to strap him up, have him pulling cords off the platform. So today's a heavy plyo day. Explosive power, fast twitch speed, and strength.
Tommy's a good guy. He knows how to hurt every muscle in your body.
Tommy was a two-time collegiate strength and conditioning coach of the year. He was the strength and conditioning coach for the Phoenix Suns, the Orlando Magic. He's followed Shaquille O'Neal around the globe. Shaq used to drive him all over the place. I think he even has a tattoo of Tommy's initials. Seriously, that's a true story.
Well, I love working out with the shot guys, Arena football team pro guys here. You know, they're big, they're strong, and they see it, you know. Some things I do a little better than them, and most things they do a little better than me.
You know, this is what it's about right here, getting better every day. You see the other guys getting better, not just in football, but in fighting as well. And we want to see him excel in the ring, man. I'm telling you, I can't wait to watch this fight, man. I'm really looking forward to it because I know the way he's been working in here, I know ain't nobody else been working like that.
Obviously, what I do is only one small part of his overall training regimen. It's not skill as much as what he'll do with his Muay Thai trainer, his jiu-jitsu training, and his wrestling training, which he'll be doing all three of those on top of what he does with me, which would be considered raw strength and conditioning. So I have to make sure that I understand my role, which is not trying to teach him skill and how to strike, but giving him the raw physical power that when he does strike, it's a knockout shot. Good work. Good work. That's power. That's power. He's going to have that kind of power. Comes in, sweeps, take a guy down, put him over.
You know, putting all this time working out like this, you know, how much more does that make you just want to beat the man across from you?
Well, it lets me know that I've worked for something, you know. I'm working harder than a lot of guys in the area, a lot of guys in the country, you know. So even if I'm inexperienced in one thing, I'll be in better shape, you know. And I'm hungry, you know. Persevering through this makes it harder for me to break in the gym or in the ring. Yeah.
And plus, working out the Spokane shot guys, I get a little bit of, you know, ethnicity.
But I can kick too, so bow! You feel me? Bow! Ooh! Bow! Ooh! Bow! Who gonna be who? Who gonna get who? You know what I'm saying? I want to see it. I do want to see it. It's gonna be great. When's the date? When's the date? When's the date? When's the date? When's it going down? Let me talk to you about this. When's it going down? Let me talk to you about this. When's this going down? Whenever he ready. Whenever he ready. Hey, no training, no nothing. When's it going down? No nothing. I ain't never stepped on a mat. I always wanted to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? But it's up here. It ain't got nothing to do with none of this. Ain't none of that. Ain't no technique. I'm going to bring it straight to his house. Do a step.
I did it, you know. I'm like Houdini on the mat. Serious.
And then the whole thing is the underestimation. You underestimate me. You understand me? You're going to underestimate me. And then, I ain't going to lie, I'm talking right now, but my heart racing. I'm going to be a little bit more scared, and scared man always win. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I won every fight because I was scared to death. You know what I'm saying? And death I ain't going to see, so where you willing to go? Where is you willing to go? I'm not, how far is you willing to take it? You crazy. You crazy.
Afternoons bring Jamelle Jones to North Idaho College, where he was a national champion collegiate wrestler. And now, assistant coaches for Pat Whitcomb.
I think there's not a guy suited better for that type of explosiveness, attacking. You know, it's not stand out there and who can bench press the most weight. It's who's the best athlete and who's mentally the toughest, you know, out there, and that really lends itself to Jamelle. Jamelle's probably one of the most explosive guys we've had come through here in my 16th year. You watch him wrestle, very not laid back on the mat. I mean, he goes after people and very explosive. So I think that talent lends itself, to the octagon there.
Pat's a good guy, man. Great guy, actually. Family guy, loves his kids. Has a great tradition of wrestling at NIC.
All I want to basically do is push that like that, but he's not going to let me push him like that because he's not a punk. So he's going to fight. What I'm going to do is fight my shot. So good position with elbows in and stuff. Snap him, that breaks him down. You see, I let him get outside control, but when I snap him, that's when I break it.
I think that no matter when, I don't care if it's a street fight or you're out on the playground when you're in third grade or whatever, when you got in a tussle, it usually ends up going to the mat, going to the ground at some point. How many times do you see, a one-punch fight or whatever in there? It's going to, you've got to be able to have the discipline to know that, what this is going to last longer than 30 seconds most likely. It's going to go to the ground, and you got to be comfortable there. And then, the background of those guys of wrestling for, I don't care if it's a Randy Couture, or whoever it happens to be, a Matt Hughes, they've got that background of wrestling where I'm comfortable. Okay, if it's going to go to the mat, fine. When I get back up, I'm going to be big, mean, and tough. There's certain things in wrestling that, you're taught from an early age that you can't pass the ball and get 30 seconds timeout. A guy's going to be on you, period. So you're going to have to learn to weather the storm and then also, deliver some damage when it's your turn.
I want, concert-style big lighting to where, so much of an event is the feel of it, and we're going to have lights all around the ring shining down where I can turn it, darker on the outside. Last time I had the lights on the whole time, and I did not like that.
With the Arena Rumble Rising Stars MMA fight now only weeks away, January 12th, fight promoter Brady Nelson is getting details handled.
Hey Jim, Brady Nelson from Arena Rumble on the Spokane Shock.
Hey Brady, how are you, sir?
Good, how are you?
Doing just fine, thank you.
Good, do you have a minute I could walk through the proposal? So, I really like what you have here. The trussing, that makes all the difference in this kind of event, definitely. And can you tell me more about the LED lighting idea? Got the lighting taken care of. It's nice to work on local guys, local business owners, so we can just cut to the chase and just see where we're at because, in this economy, everyone wants to help each other out, and you got to be able to turn a little bit of profit, of course, but if you can help out another local business and we can help each other out and open up some new opportunities, it's a win-win. So, and it's a win for the customers, too. I don't have to charge as much for tickets if I can get the really good stuff at a lower dollar amount.
Came home and he thought it was like Santa came and just decorated our house, and he started singing when he got home.
What?
He was like, wow, honey.
Our house was clean, I walk in from practice. I'm always practicing. I walk in from practice. I see stuff around the doors, I see stockings, I see ornaments and big old tree.
I haven't ever seen him really in a fight, so really it's all words to me right now, and once I see him on that side of it, it'll probably be a lot different seeing him come home and be something different. I've only seen the softer side of him, so I guess I don't really.
She hasn't seen. There's nothing soft about me, all right?
Okay.
There's nothing soft. I might have a nice smile and everything. There's nothing soft about me. I like to handle myself in a professional manner, but there's a sweet little charm inside, but nothing soft. I don't like that word. To describe Jamelle Jones.
I agree that wasn't wrong.
And I was singing. The only singing I said was la 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 la. I
see my lady now, and I was like, yeah, she don't like black guys, so I'm just gonna leave her alone before I have a father chasing after me. And I had this friend, he was pretty drunk that night, and he was like, man, I just tried to talk to this girl, man, she turned me down. She said, if you want to help me out, introduce me to you, man. Dang, all the girls want you. And I was like, where is she? And of course it was Kayla.
I don't know if it's exactly how it all went down, but you know, he got half the story, I got half the story.
That's my point of view, you know. You know, I met her, and I liked her from day one, man. I wanted to get to know her. You know, wanted to show her a good time. I was still training at NIC. I really didn't want a girlfriend, but it just ended that way. We clicked and we hung out every day. You know, so yeah, she actually focused me up for my last national title at NIC.